Yes, people. Yes, people. What's going on? What's going on? You know what? Big up yourselves for tuning back in. It's the Armchair Pundit back again, and I've got just a quick show. I did a show on Monday, first show on this particular channel, the Armchair Pundit, and yeah, man, all good, all good. Shouts out to everyone looking after each other in these mad times, but the end is in sight. The end is in sight. We have some dates and things are opening up as the year continues. I think we're looking at June. That's what we're saying. So we'll see how that all goes. But listen, just stay safe, people. And I wish everyone well. So going back on the show I did on Monday, I did my predictions. Obviously, my predictions were on my other channel that I was vlogging on, if you like, and that's in the link of the first show I did on Monday, if you want to check that out. Also, I hadn't done the rest of I hadn't finished off all of my predictions for Gameweek 25. And the games that I missed was Brighton, Crystal Palace, Leeds and Southampton, because they played Monday and Tuesday respectively. I said I would do a show Tuesday night, and I'm a family man, what can I say? So that show never happened. So I'm doing a show today. It's Wednesday, and I've come back to do a show. I'm going to do a little bit of a Champions League convo as well. Obviously, Europa, and I'm a gooner. So what can I say? I'm going to speak about Europa. All right, so let's get into it straight away. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. So if you go back to my predictions on my other channel where the link is, you can all go and do that. You don't know how to work YouTube by now. I had it to be 1-1. I thought Brighton and Crystal Palace was 1-1. Obviously, you know, I have spoke about the manager of Crystal Palace, the guy. You know, I personally, as a football coach, I think he's done all right. Don't get me wrong, he's not Guardiola or some of the big man in the game, but as an individual and where he's from and the type of person he seems to be, unless something comes out, he's all right. I like him. He's a good manager, and I don't want him to get relegated. Not because it's Crystal Palace's London club, but just because I like him, and I don't think he deserves, at the back end of his experience, I don't think he deserves to go down. The Crystal Palace manager, Roy Hodgson, that's his name. I don't want him to go down. So they won. They beat Brighton 2-1. Sorry, you know what? I can do a split screen on this particular setup that I use, but for some reason I'm just still trying to multitask with two computers. So if I keep looking over, which you'll see in some of my videos, that's why. All right. And they beat Burnley. I think Benteke got the winner. Benteke, you know, that guy. You know, really, speaking about Roy Hodgson and saying he's this, that, and the other, and he's still got that guy hanging around. Listen, you have to give him his props, man. He's paying the guy's rent. You know what I mean? So big up Crystal Palace, big up Benteke, and big up Roy Hodgson. They needed that win. And the reason why they needed it is because the bottom six, which I am alluding to heavily on this particular channel, obviously with the top six, and the bottom six is getting spicy, man. It's getting spicy down there. A few people are moving around. The pack's starting to, it's not shuffling up, but Fulham are really crunching it. The two behind Fulham look like they could be doomed, barring some really, listen, football it's going to have to go through the roof, yeah. But Fulham are really showing that they're not ready to go down, and you know they beat Sheffield United the other day 1-0, as you all know. I did that on Monday on my predictions, on my results, sorry. And also with West Brom. What did West Brom do? Have a quick look. West Brom, what did they do? They draw, didn't they? They draw with Burnley. So, you know, it's all getting neatly packed in down there. And, you know, once again, Palace needed that win. I did mention it. I do like Brighton. I have mentioned that with Potter and his association with Swansea all those years ago with Brendan Rodgers, and obviously look at Leicester. Look at them now. So fair enough, fair play to Brighton, but they are sucked in. They're in it. And between them, Burnley, Southampton, who I can say played Leeds I had it as 1-1 again. I just thought both teams would get the draw. I couldn't see anyone losing. It's going to be a tight game under the lights Tuesday night. And Leeds, let's be honest, batter them 3-0. You know, I think Bamford got one. He's in my dream team, by the way. Rafina and Dallas. So that's a cool set of goal scorers there. Costa and Roberts got the assist. So, listen, well done, Leeds. I didn't for 1 minute think they will go down, and they're not. They're clearly not going down. They're above Arsenal. That's another story. So well done, Leeds, and they're clearly away from that pack. Even like Wolves are getting sort of sucked in, so it's quite interesting. But if Fulham keep winning, which is what they're doing, they're clearly showing Newcastle, Brighton, Burnley, and now Southampton sort of coming into it. They're giving them a run for their money. And they're gonna, and if you know my man and the Fulham manager, if he keeps pushing the way he's pushing, who knows? Who knows, people? Who knows? All right, let's move into Champions League, man. Let's talk about some Champions League. So, I think we had some games yesterday, right? We had some games. I didn't watch none of them. I ain't even gonna lie. No highlights. I ain't seen nothing. I just saw the results. I saw a little bit of media TV, and I heard that my man Olivier Giroud scoring overhead kicks in the 70th minute. He's getting overhead kicks, and he's getting winners. So Chelsea went out to Atletico Madrid in the round of 16 and got the winner. Well done, Chelsea, man, because that guy, Tuchel, he needed it after his remarks on Saturday, bringing on subs at half-time, taking them off, and then saying, listen, I'm not having none of this. They're all crap. That's when you realise man's going in. You know what I mean? He's going in with crud. So big him up, big them up, because they needed it. And the Atletico Madrid, as we know, have always been a decent outfit. They've done very well. They've still got Simeone there. And I don't know where they are in Spain, but I'm guessing they're all doing well. And who knows? I think it's 2 legs. It was away, so they're going back to the bridge, I assume. And, you know, well done, Chelsea. So they got the win, got the W. Second game yesterday was... Ooh, what have I done here? Done something. It was Lazio Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich just said, listen, we ain't got time to be, you know, playing old school battered Studer type football. Yeah, we're new school today. We've got the new boys. Yeah, all positions, quick, and it was a 4-1 win in Italy. So well done, Bayern Munich, but they're just, you know, they do look good. I don't know where they are in Germany. I think they're top. I'm guessing they're top. So, and I know Lazio ain't top. I think Juve are top in Italy. So that's all the Champions League. I think we've got 2 more games today, which is Atalanta versus Real Madrid and Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Manchester City. So there's be quite tasty games, and you know, Champions League round of 16 is heating up. Again, these are all first rounds, so we've got the second legs of the initial games that we had with the Liverpools and so on last week. And again, these are the second round of games this week. So it's heating up. It's heating up. Champions League's heating up. Arsenal ain't been in it for... Boy, when did I have my daughter? Mate, she's reading and writing now. So that's how long we ain't been in it. But anyway, that aside, let's talk about Arsenal Football Club. Let's talk about Arsenal. Let's have a little butchers with Arsenal. Let's see if I can actually find the league we're in. It doesn't even want to show me what league we're in. I'm sorry, I'm trying to multitask and I'm looking for the, I guess, Europa, I guess we call it Europa League. Oh, there it is. Oh, thought I never saw it then. But anyway, we played last Thursday and we drawed 1-1, and we got the second leg. I think it's in. Is it in Rome? I don't think it's in Rome. I did hear what it's on, but I can't remember. So it's somewhere anyway. It's somewhere not. It's not at Arsenal. It's not at the Emirates. It's going to be interesting. I think we need to win. It's all or nothing for Arsenal. Is it though? You know, and should we expect anything? Should Arsenal should Arsenal fans expect anything? Why are we expecting anything? What, you know, Arteta's there. We can see it's going to take him time. You know, the board have never backed anyone. They didn't even back Wenger, and Wenger was there 10 years before they got there, and they didn't even say, you know what, let's back this guy. That never happened. Sustainable and all that. So we're not going to expect anything from the board. We know that. Arteta's there. We can clearly see there's frailties. We can clearly see it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. He looks like he can sign gems. Cedric looks like it's, you know, I wouldn't say it's a gem. So it's not your Philip Lahm type player. Let's get it in. And Gabriel, you know, again, he's not Nesta, but he's there and he's looking good in today's football. And that's it, really. Pepe, you know, was signed by someone else. Aubameyang was there and he's always done it all his career. Partey, don't know, I ain't seen much of him yet. I'm not saying he's not going to be good because he's clearly a good player. He's come from good stock. He's obviously a good player and we can all see that he's a good player, but he's clearly not up to speed. I don't know. The Premier League, he seems to be getting injured. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's what is it? I don't know. Is it the way we sit on the equator? I don't know. Ever since he's come here, guy can't get on the pitch. There was a game we tried to hobble off. I think that's the Spurs game. Tried to run off the pitch. So I don't know, but we know he's a good player. So we've got good players there. Everything's kind of there. But are we expecting too much? So if we don't win Europa, the season's flopped. I think for Arsenal, we are a big club. There are statistics to suggest we are a big club. We're the first biggest club in the UK in terms of trophies. And listen, I don't want to go into war stories, but you know what I mean. So should we expect anything from that game? And I don't know. You know, it's going to be interesting to see what we do as a club moving forward if we lose. It's going to be tricky. And as I alluded to on Monday, do we want to get into the politics of no Europa League next year and stay out of all cup competitions and just concentrate domestically? So we'll see. What news is going on? What's going on? Xhaka's getting online abuse. What else is happening? I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on in football. Who's that? Is it Lennon resigns as Celtic manager? Of course he resigns. He's got Gerrard there. He knows he's going to mash him up. So he's just thinking, there's no point me being there. You know, Gerrard's come with his good football himself. I wasn't good. Gerrard's good, and he's proven to be a good manager. I'm off. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hang around. You know what I mean? What's happened to Eden Hazard? Eden Hazard is, I don't know. I don't watch the La Liga, but you don't need to watch the league to know if someone's killing it. If they're killing it, you're gonna hear. You're gonna see, hear, understand this person's killing it, and I don't see nothing on Hazard, so I don't know what's going on there. I hope he does come back because at Chelsea we all know he was a good player, but for whatever reason he's just gone somewhere else. So we'll see what happens with him. Guardiola's doing something. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Women's football. I love the women's football, man. It's on the up. When I was growing up, women's football was literally, you know, you got a better game playing the computer. Let's be honest. Do you know what I mean? The FIFAs and the other good one we all used to like. I can't remember the name. But we enjoyed that more than watching women's football. Now it's well and truly flipped. There's some women games that, you know, you probably watch more than certain games in the Prem. So that's another story. So big up the women's game because they're definitely on the up, and so it should be. I think that's it, guys. I think I've done what I needed to do. I've said what I needed to say. You've heard what I wanted to get across. And as I said, as I opened up with, look after yourself, stay safe. It's the coronavirus. And Armchair Pundit will be back with some results, highlights, and overview football shenanigans in the near future. Guys, stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.